Alright guys, Paul back here again for another video. In this one we're going to be unboxing two of WWE's new kind of display cases, and I'm essentially just going to be reviewing them. So I figured I would unbox them at the same time so you could see how they arrive. I should say I ordered these from WWE Euro Shop. I would think that they come the same from the American WWE shop, but I can't guarantee that. I would assume this one does because it's kind of a properly packaged and labeled box. This one is a smaller case and it's just two boxes kind of melded together. So I don't know if that would be the way that they arrive from the US store or not, but yeah, let's take a look at these. I'll start with the smaller one. So yeah, these are the display, is the case is the best word, or is it kind of, I think display case is probably the best way to describe these. Okay, so I'll just record what it looks like when you first open it. So, okay, so that is what you see when you open this box. I'll be honest, this one has like no real packaging around it to speak of. Yeah, there was kind of minimal packaging in that one. Just an empty box with the display stand. So, right, this is flimsy. This is really not what I expected, if I'm honest with you. Apologies if the rustling of the packaging is sounding terrible on the camera. Right, so that is the kind of half display stand, so that's the NXT one. You got, yeah, that is shit. Fucking hell, that is. Okay, I'll unbox the other one first and then we'll talk about both of them. So I've already opened the top of this just to see how it was packaged. This one in particular is packaged fairly well. As you can see, a lot of bubble wrap holding that case in place there. So yeah, it looks pretty decent. Let's take a look at this. A lot of styrofoam. This is going to be tricky to lift out. I might have to lift it off of out of the box off the floor, to be honest with you. So I will say it's packaged very well, a lot better than the smaller case. That much is pretty obvious. Okay, and how do we get this thing? So this is a full-size case. It's the whole box thing, and I think it's the WWE logo one. It is, yeah, the current WWE logo one. Okay. Okay, I was a little bit nervous having opened the smaller one first. Okay, so that is the full-size case. It is acrylic, it's not glass. I think that was probably obvious. But yeah, that's actually really quite nice. I'm assuming that, yeah, the plastic just lifts off and you put your belt in there. I might as well put a belt in. We'll just take, I mean, that's not, okay, it's not got the network logo on it, but it'll do. So, not much room in these, I will say. Actually, they're quite tight fit, so you'd actually have room to get this acrylic top back over it. Tell you what, that looks decent. That's actually quite nice. I like that one. I like that. Okay, when I first opened this, I said it was really shit, and I'll be honest, it is. The quality difference between these two is mental. I thought this would just be like a scaled down version of this, but nothing like it. Do a few shots of this. So as you can see, this is a solid base. I think it's probably just MDF wood, covered in just the black top coat or whatever, and this is pretty solid acrylic. Acrylic. There's the big show. Yeah, it's obviously not going to be proper glass or anything, but when you come to this one, the base of it is literally just cardboard. Look at this. That's cardboard. That is fucking atrocious. And this is literally just the flimsiest. Like, look at that. That actually I like. This is awful. This is actually terrible. So I'm very disappointed with this one. I should say on the website they do like This one is obviously a WWE Network, the current logo. This one's an NXT. I think they do these for the WWE, the Scratch WWE, the Block WWE, NXT, and ECW, and I think WCW. I think that's the ones they do, and I think they do the same for these. So, I'll be honest, this thing is terrible. I got these on sale. That's the only reason I bought them. Let me double check what I paid. So I've just checked WWE Euro Shop. Like I said again, this is not from WWE Shop, the American site. This is the European version, WWE Euro Shop. It's all still official WWE products. So these are exactly the same as what would arrive from the American site. So I got this on sale. I bought them both while they were on sale because don't pay full price, especially for this. So this one cost me £14.50, which, yeah, okay, that's not too bad. So that's around $20 odd. And this one was £61, which I think is around $75 to $80. Brand new at full price, they're more than double that what I paid. So I wouldn't recommend, I mean, this one, I'll be honest, I don't recommend this at all. Let's put a belt in it and, oh, we've got the NXT heavyweight here, so that fits. No, I need to unstrap. This one's been re-leathered actually. It has Aleister Black side, but it's pretty cool. Right, how does that look? I mean, from you can hear. What now? You can hear. Sorry, you can see it looks pretty decent. As a display piece, it looks fine, I will admit. But this, the whole stand, the whole half stand, just looks cheap and really unimpressive in my opinion. That's. Like, you can hear it scraping, and that's just the bits of cardboard sticking out at the bottom that are scraping along there. Yeah, I'm going to put that to the side so we can look at this one in a little more detail. Yeah, to be honest, I think this one actually looks really nice. This is a really nice way of displaying a belt. I like it. A lot of people ask me like the best way to display a belt. Obviously, you can see I've got this... I believe this is called a Kallax from IKEA. IKEA is pretty decent for belt storage stuff because it's cheap and it's pretty much just kind of squares that fit belts pretty well. The other cases I've got are also IKEA's. Those are Detolf. Those are the 4 belt high glass cases. Those are really good. But for a single belt display piece, I actually really like this a lot. I think it looks really kind of proper. It's quite a big display case. Let me just measure this thing. We will just take a look. I think they said the measurements on the site, but I'll do the base. So 53 centimeters or 21 inches by 37.5 or 14 3/4 inches. And in height, it's about 37 or 14.5 inches or so. So it's a decent sized thing. It will obviously take up a decent amount of space. Like if you've got a lot of belts, I personally prefer the multi-belt storage similar to that. But if it's literally like one special belt you want to display, I actually recommend this quite highly. I think it's a really nice display piece. It does, just lift that off first. It does of course have this kind of foam oval. Hopefully you can see kind of there. So that kind of houses and lets the belt sit around it and kind of fits the belt to the stand quite nicely. So it holds the belt kind of sitting upright. It gives you something to wrap the belt around, and obviously, yeah, once the acrylic is over it, it actually looks really smart. I like that a lot. I think it's a really decent display case. I was excited when WWE first released these because I thought, like, most of us have been waiting for something like this. There are display cases that you can get for like American football helmets or even like football boots or a rugby ball or something that are kind of similar to this, but you could never find something that was perfectly kind of fitted for a championship belt, and I'm happy WWE have finally done it. So yeah, if you're asking a recommendation on this, if it's on sale for 60 odd quid, I think it's probably about the right price. Like I said, that was on sale at less than half the price it's listed at normally. I think it's normally around 120 or 130. So £61 I was okay paying. I don't think I could recommend this much more if it was a higher price, to be quite honest with you. I think that price is pretty much right. Okay, so just on WWE Euro Shop again. Oh, okay, so the half cases are normally £36, so about $50, and I got it on sale for £14, and I don't think it's even worth £14. The full-size cases, brand new on WWE Euro Shop, are £122, and I got it for £61, which was exactly half. Yeah, overall, I don't recommend this at all. The half cases are honestly terrible. This, on the other hand, I recommend absolutely. If you get it at half the price at the normal listing, because over 100 quid for this is nowhere near worth it, but 60 quid, $80 if that's the conversion, I can't quite remember. I recommend this. I think it's a really smart and kind of classy way to display a belt. If you have a really special belt, obviously, I don't think there is a better way to kind of give it its own kind of personal display. You could probably even add lights in here or something. I'm not sure how you would fit them in, but there's some possibilities with this thing, so I like it. I recommend this one. I don't recommend that one. It's going in the bin. This one will go on display though, so yeah, I think that's all there was to cover about this. I hope this was informative. I've had a few people ask me about these display cases, and I wanted to try them out, but I was not paying full price for them, so I noticed on Euroshop last week they were on sale for over half the price in the small one's case and half the price in this one's case. So I jumped on that, thought it would be worth getting them just to kind of give a review and actually see what kind of quality they are. I would happily buy one of these again for the same price I paid. I think they would make a really nice display. I don't know where I'll put this one, to be quite honest with you. There's not much room anywhere, but yeah, I like this display case. The small one is terrible, so don't waste your money on that thing. Save up for this one if you're wanting one of them. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up and let me know if you have any suggestions for more videos to do in the future. Right, if you enjoyed this video, please consider checking out my Patreon. Over there, I do kind of behind the scenes stuff, show how the straps and belts I work on are made. I'd like to give a special shout out to two of my gold tier Patreon members, Josh Rogers and Jordan Clark. Guys, I appreciate your support to no end. Yeah, if you want to join the Patreon, check it out in the link in the description box below. Like I said, behind the scenes stuff, monthly live streams, good things like that over there, so check it out.
Yo, monkeys, it's me, DDP. And if you want to get one of the greatest belts made for you, go to Paulmartinbelts. That's right, sucker.